Why does stillness feel so uncomfortable? There is an interesting contradiction in modern life. People say that they want peace, less stress, less noise, less urgency. Yet when the room is quiet, when the notifications stop, when there's nothing to scroll, something inside becomes restless. The mind looks for something to hold, a task, a sound, a distraction. Stillness, which we claim to want, can still feel unfamiliar. Over time, constant input resets our baseline. Music in the background, podcasts during walks, scrolling between tasks, checking messages while waiting. The nervous system adapts to the steady flow of stimulation. Silence then feels like absence, not calm, absence. And absence can feel very uncomfortable. So stillness removes distraction. When distraction is removed, thoughts become more noticeable. Unfinished decisions, unresolved emotions, lingering doubts, questions we postponed. Noise often covers what we have not processed. When the noise fades, those things surface. It is not that stillness creates anxiety, it reveals what was already there. There is also a cultural layer. Time that is not optimized can feel wasteful. If you are not improving, producing, or consuming something useful, you may feel behind. So stillness becomes associated with stagnation, even when rest is unnecessary. Even when rest is necessary, this makes quiet feel guilty instead of restorative, or you recovering. When the body is accustomed to stimulation, calm can initially register as unfamiliar. Some people even experience subtle agitation when things slow down. Yeah. This does not mean you're incapable of peace, it means your system has adapted to pace. Adaptation can be reversed, but gently, rebuilding tolerance for stillness. Stillness does not need to be dramatic, it can begin with small adjustments. Walking without headphones, sitting for 5 minutes without reaching for your phone, letting a thought pass without immediately researching it, short intervals, no performance, no expectation of enlightenment, just exposure. You know, over time, your nervous system recalibrates. Quiet becomes less threatening, more neutral, eventually more supportive and comforting. Peace is not the absence of activity, it is the absence of internal friction. You can be active and peaceful, and you can be still and anxious. The goal is not to eliminate motion, it is to reduce the need to constantly escape your own mind. When you can sit with yourself without urgency, your decisions become clearer. Your pace becomes more deliberate. Your energy becomes less fragmented. Stillness feels uncomfortable not because it is harmful, but because it is unfamiliar. In a world built on stimulation, quiet requires retraining. If you feel restless when everything slows down, that does not mean something is wrong. It may simply mean you have not practiced being with yourself without distraction. Right? So in the next entry, we'll explore why clarity often feels lonely before it feels empowering. Thank you.